Thralls of Twilight has just released, and with it a ton of new stuff, most notably the ability to find gems and add them to your weapons to produce stronger effects. However, in order to equip these gems to our weapons, we need to find them, and currently there are 23 gems. These are obtained by killing high-level enemies. Unfortunately, Keen haven't provided any information clarifying how to find them, so I can only inform you based on the 5 gems that I've found so far. Now currently I have only found these gems fighting certain Fel in the Shroud, so if you do have any differing results, please do let me know in the comments below, especially if you've found these fighting enemies outside of the Shroud and if they're a boss type enemy that we can locate and verify ourselves. Now the first gem that I've found, like the majority of players, is the Gem of Bleeding and is found following the quest line that requests you to explore the Shroud lair first and foremost. Now as you explore the lair, make sure to collect the essence, as this will be used when forging your gems into your weapons, and the first gem is looted, killing a Fel Banshee. As this is a storyline quest, I'm pretty certain you can kill the same Banshee and each time it will drop the same gem. The second gem that I found, however, is the Gem of Cold Composure, and is one of the 3 legendary gems that you can find in this update, granting physical and magical resistance when blocking, and once the buff is active, you'll generate an ice explosion when hit, dealing 63 ice damage and slowing your enemies. Now this has been found repeatedly. I have 3 of these gems now, and I've repeatedly been able to kill the same enemy, the Shroud Stalker, south of the Hollow Hall in the Albaneve Summits. Interestingly, I've also slain the Sickle Scythe there several times, and it's never dropped a gem. I've also slayed the Dragon Youngling boss and the Fel Cyclops a couple of times without any luck from them dropping gems as well. However, I have found that by slaying the Armoured Fel in the lairs has resulted in another Gem of Cold Composure, and this was the lair in the Albaneve Summits. So this leads me to believe that there is one gem that's specific to each biome or sub-biome, though I could be mistaken. The third gem that I've come across was the Gem of Agility. This was once again recovered killing a Fel Banshee by the Shroud route north of the Monstrosity in the Nomad Highlands. The fourth gem, the Gem of Battle Mania, was found in the Kindle Wastes lair and offers a considerable buff to stamina, health and mana regeneration whilst active. However, the debuff suspends any health, stamina or mana regeneration for 10 seconds. Now to claim this, I slayed a fully armoured Fel soldier. However, not everyone drops gems, so you may have to rinse and repeat until you find them. The fifth gem was the Gem of Overpowering. I found this one in the Nomad Highlands within the Umbra Hollow, and I had to kill a shielded heavy Fel soldier once again, and this particular gem does increase stamina damage and pushback to blocking enemies. Now I am particularly interested in finding Gem of Hopeful Embers. I think this is going to be really important later on in the game, which allows you to increase your Shroud time by slaying enemy Fel once your Shroud timer is below a certain point. So if you do find that, please do let me know in the comments below. I'm also planning on following this up shortly on a farming guide in the next couple of days for gems and also top tier loot. So if that does interest you, do subscribe. I've now repurposed this channel specifically for survival games rather than live streams, which we had before. So from now on, I'm hoping to only cover survival games on here with lots of guides and maybe even let's plays if you're interested, whether that's Enshrouded, Valheim, or Light No Fire when it releases. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.